Welcome to the Genius Factory. Enjoy the video.
You start by confirming Mac OS version so you know which uninstall steps apply. This matters because system paths and security settings differ. Next, quit the device software and background processes. Use Force Quit or Activity Monitor to avoid locked files. Once done, export or backup driver settings and profiles. That preserves calibrations in case you reinstall. Make sure you have admin credentials ready, because you will need them for approval when removing system extensions and changing protected directories. You now remove the visible app and any kernel extensions. Start by using the vendor's uninstaller when available, because it cleans hidden support files. If not, drag the app to trash and then inspect /library/extensions, /library/launch daemons, and both /library/application support and ~/library/application support for driver files. When you encounter protected kexts, use terminal with sudo to delete exact paths and explain why. Kernel extensions integrate. Finish by emptying trash and rebooting so macOS unloads removed kernel extensions. This step completes the cleanup and restores system stability. If the device still behaves oddly, reset NVRAM or SMC because those controls can retain hardware-level settings that conflict with new drivers. Make sure to test hardware with default drivers, and if problems persist, reinstall the correct Mac OS-compatible driver or contact the vendor for a diagnostic. One troubleshooting tip: boot into safe mode to isolate startup items when removing stubborn components.
Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.